Now to our top story, Pope Francis meeting with Indigenous delegations from Canada. For a deeper look into the significance of this, we turn to Elise Ann Allen, senior correspondent from Crux. She joins us now from Rome. And Elise, the Canadian Catholic bishops traveling with the Indigenous delegation have hinted that the Holy Father might apologize this week for the Church's role in the deaths of those residential school children. Do you see that happening? And I know the meetings already began and they're private, but you were at a press conference afterwards. I know you were saying that the Church, they want to see the Church take action. Talk a little bit about that.
Thanks, Christine. In terms of the apology, I think that's very much something that we can expect out of this trip. If the Pope doesn't say it directly here, and I think he probably will during the big audience that's going to happen with everybody on Friday. But if he doesn't say the full extent of the apology, remember the Pope has promised to visit Canada as part of the reconciliation process with Canadian Indigenous, and I think he will certainly deliver the apology there. And members of the delegations who met with the Pope in this press conference this afternoon were saying they really wanted some specific things from the Church. They said they do want the apology, and they asked for the Pope to do that as kind of the head of the global institution of the Catholic Church. They said they want that recognition from the top, but they also said that it needs to go beyond words, and they want specific actions on the part of the Church. One of which is access to the residential Catholic school, residential school records, in terms of who is there and when. Many family members might have been lost track of over the years. Some might have disappeared. They have no idea where they ended up with. So they want to know what happened to their family members and where they went.
How likely is it that the Church will open those records?
I think the bishops who are there are 5 bishops who are traveling from Canada as part of this delegation. And, in their responses to this in the press conference, they were very open to it. They seemed very eager to do whatever they can to help in this healing and reconciliation process.
Let's look at the history here. What has the Church said in the past regarding the discovery of these unmarked graves and the abuses the students endured?
The Catholic Church, since then, the bishops of Canada and specific orders have really repeated their apologies for the Church's role and for the various abuses that children suffered at this school. And they've really gone out of their way, I think, in the past year to extend a hand. It's a moment, I think, when they realize they have to be humble and to really acknowledge the wrongs of the past. And there's not too many, you can't do that too many times, and I think that's been the real tone from the Canadian Church from the beginning.
Now, this meeting was supposed to happen last year after those graves were discovered, but it was postponed because of the pandemic. Do you think the time that's lapsed has eased the tension a little bit between the Church and the Canadian Indigenous rather than having the meeting right after that discovery?
Yes and no, I would say. There are many Indigenous, and even the Inuit community said this afternoon that, there are many people who are eager for this reconciliation to happen, and they are very glad that steps are being taken. But there are other members of the community that are still not ready for that, and they're almost resentful that this meeting is happening. So there's still a long road ahead.
All right. Well, these meetings will be happening all week, so we'll be following along. Elise Ann Allen, senior correspondent at Crux. Thanks for your analysis.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.